What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to cover the newly revamped Stargate signals, the OG signals. So it's called the 7GSTARG8 strategy. And it's basically the same kind of, it works the same. The vertical green lines are prepare to buy soon. Vertical blue lines are buy now. Vertical red lines are sell warning. Vertical yellow lines are sell now. But the difference is it's taking into account 7 different time frames. So if 4 out of the 7 time frames hit those parameters of the prepare to buy soon and prepare to sell soon, it will only flash these tags here. You see the tags? If that's the case. So instead of waiting for or flipping through all the multiple different time frames, now we can just wait for these tags to pop up to know that 4 out of the 7 time frames have hit their respective parameters. So we know that is the best time to buy or sell. And we can set these up for the different strategies as well too. So if you forget where to find it, go to your indicators, go to invite only scripts, and then click the 7GSTARG8 signals final, and it will pop up for you. So if you want to get into the settings of the indicator, this is what you want to do. You want to click on it, the settings gear right here, and it will pop up. And let's run through it. So your warning signals. So if I were to click that off, it's going to get rid of the vertical green and vertical red lines, and it's only going to give you your buy now and sell now. No warning signals preparing you to sell or buy soon. It's just the vertical blue, vertical yellow. And we can see that for this one right here, it nailed it. You would have bought the bottom right before it broke out, and you would have sold the top right there to a T. So let's look at now, if you were to take off the confirmation signals, now you're just going to have the tags. So you're just going to have the tags at this point, but I'm going to do a revision in the indicator to have the tags show up kind of where the confirmation signals come in, because we always want to wait for that confirmation, that buy now because we're done the downtrend, or sell now because we're done the uptrend. So this is going to be a little bit different. I'll probably do a follow-up video to it, but that will be the case. So you definitely want the confirmation signals on for the moment, because you still want to follow it. Because if you see like a short exit or a long entry, you still want to wait till you see the vertical line pop up. So right now we're flashing a long entry and a short exit. So this is likely the bottom, but we're waiting for the vertical blue line. So that's what we're waiting on for that. And then we have a bull or bear market structure here too, to tell us like kind of when things may be very oversold or very overbought. And we can see it by these dots here. And I'll go to a lower time frame so we can see it better. And I'll hide these other indicators. All right, so we have these dots here. So when it's red, we know that we're overbought, we're heating up. And that happens when we're above the green line and the red line and they've crossed. So right here, we got the cross and price action got above the green line. So now we're in a bull market trend. We're in bull territory here. And then when we fell below here, we started to get into kind of like a neutral bearish trend, because even though we had the cross, we're below the green line. So we're losing momentum. But here we got above. So now we got the red dots. Here we got below. We're in a neutral zone because we're between these two moving averages. Here we had the green cross below the red, so it's a death cross. And then at that moment, price action was below it. So now we have these green dots. We have these green dots popping up. So we're in bear market structure. So in bear market structure, we're always looking to like the higher time frames and know when to buy. And then for bull market structure, we're looking for the higher time frames and know when to sell. So you can include this in, and you can kind of use this visual kind of depiction to help you better as far as trading goes and knowing when it's a good time to sell or buy. So let's click on it, and now let's hide that. You can have the signals be used based off of if it's a bull or bear market structure. You can even see here, like now you don't see those signals, and now I'll put it back on. And now I'm on a different thing. Let's see. So when it's using bull or bear market structure, see how they went away. So that's why I keep it off. I usually keep the show warning signals on and the show confirmation signals on. And then you can show a signal display too. So what this will do is it will flash yellow tags for sells and blue tags for buys for the time frames that are listed here. So your lower time frames and your higher time frames. So I like to keep this off, but it is a nice kind of indicator to have to tell you if like you're on a high time frame when the lower time frames are flashing some sell signals, because this could be an indication that if you didn't get like a long exit here, but you're getting a ton of yellow tags coming up, it may soon be that price is going to start to fall over. So this kind of preps you for it. Yeah, so it can get messy if you have these on, so I take them off. You don't want to touch this or that. And then right now I'm on a long-term strategy. So I'm on the 10-day chart. So if you wanted to save this as a template, you would want to click save indicator template and then name it like star G8. Yeah, star G8. No, 7G star G8 long term. And then make sure you're on the 10-day chart when you do that though. If you're doing the long term, then do and the Heikin-Ashi candles. Then do remember symbol, remember interval, and bam. Now, whenever you want to do a long-term strategy or look what it's saying, you can just click this 7G star G8 long-term, and you want to stay on the same time frame, and then you can just look up whatever coin you want. So like now I'll look up Bitcoin USD, and let's see what it was saying here. So long entry right there, right at the bottom. Did it right there as well too, right at the top. So like now you can go through all the coins that you'd like to for a long-term strategy, and you don't want to change the time frame or anything like that. So now let's go to like say a swing trading strategy, and you can even see like long entry right there, long at the bottom, definitely long exit at the top, long entry at the bottom, long entry at the bottom, short entry at the top. Nails it. So it takes all those time frames into account, so you don't have to anymore. And this is going to be turned into a strategy tester. The OG signals are going to be turned into a strategy where now we're going to be able to have automated bots right through your trading view, buy and sell based off of these alerts. You're not going to have to do a thing anymore. You're not even going to have to look at the Discord signals, because now you're going to trust and be able to validate that this bot is working 24/7. If say sometimes the signals flash at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. If you're not up and you miss it, right, then you're out of luck at that point. But this bot is a computer, so it's 24/7 working for you. If the parameters hit, it's placing those sell orders or buy orders. So that's for a long term. So if you wanted to do a swing trading strategy, then you'd want to be on the 3-day chart, Heikin-Ashi candles, and then you want to click on the indicator, and you can double click on like the vertical lines and it'll pull this up faster if you wanted to. And all you want to do is select the time horizon and change this to swing trade. Then you're good. Then you can press OK, and you're on the 3-day chart. You have Heikin-Ashi candles on. You went into the settings of the indicator, made sure it said swing trade, and then you can go to template, save indicator template, and then you can do 7G star G8 swing trade strategy, and then save it. And now bam, anytime you want to swing trade, and make sure you do remember symbol, remember interval, and anytime that you want to swing trade, now you can now pull up the template and you can just flip through the charts and then find for stocks, for cryptos, for whatever it may be, some nice swing trade setups. So like if I were to go to like XLM to USD, and I'm not changing the time frame here because we need to be on the specific time frame for it to be able to read all the 7 different time frames and tell us when to buy and sell. Yeah, so it's telling you to buy at the bottom, buy at the bottom, buy at these kind of lows here, buy right there, exit right here, exit right there, buy here, buy here. So like it's, doing a decent job, but there are some revisions that we need to put into this. But if you're going to change the time frame, it would have make sure you're changing it to a higher time frame, that you're not going down lower on the time frames. So like I'm on a 5-day now, and or I'm going to go to a weekly. So here we go. So this is more probably like a long-term investing, because now we're on the weekly, but you bought close to the bottom, sold close to the top, you're buying in the zone here, XLM, and shorted up here. So did a good job hitting it. But once we're able to do the strategy tester and really see how it performed, that's when we're going to know. So then we can do day trading. So for that, you want to go to the 1 hour or 2 hour chart, and you want to make sure you're on the Heikin-Ashi candles. And then you want to just go into the settings of the indicator and just make sure that it is on day trade. So it's on day trade. and then all these should be in here. If you open up your settings of this and there's like blank spaces and nothing's in there, then take a screenshot of my screen right now and then input these in there. And the reason why it's not in there is probably because you don't have the time frame that's specifically laid out here on like set up with your trading view. So like say like the 30-minute, 15-minute, 10-minute, 5-minute, 1 minute is like all blank on your screen. Then what you need to do is you need to go to your time frames here, and then you need to go down to the bottom, and then you just need to custom add it. So like if I wanted to add a 10-minute, you would just do 10, change it to minutes here. So minutes, and then do add, and then you can star it for it to pop up here. But now once you get all the time frames kind of configured into your trading view, now when you pull up the indicator, it should have the correct time frames in there for you. It's not going to pull it up if you don't have it configured to your trading view. So you're on the Heikin-Ashi candles, you're doing day trade, you're coming out here, and yeah, so there you go, you're good with that. Now you're making sure you're on the 1 hour or 2 hour chart, and then you're going to save indicator template. You can do 7GSTARG8 day trade, and then you can try different variations, see which works the best. I have a second variation where one of them I use a 1 hour, the second one I use a 2 hour, same with like a scalping intraday. So after you save that, make sure you do remember symbol, remember interval, remember save, and then if you're going to favorite these so that they'll pop up right here, you just go to your templates and then you can just favorite them with the star right there. So now lastly, for the scalping intraday strategy, I'm on the 15-minute chart. So you're going to pull up the 15-minute chart. You're going to stay on day trade. So just make sure you're on day trade with this right there. And you're on the Heikin-Ashi. Yep. And then you are, on the 15-minute as well too. So then you're going to go to save indicator template and then call it the 7GSTARG8 scalping. And then remember symbol, remember interval, save, and then you're good. And now whenever you're on a chart or say it all goes away, you can always click your template, pop it up on whichever crypto you like for whichever strategy you like now. And then you'll be able to do whichever strategy now. So you can always just add the indicator to your chart and change, the swing, but it's a lot more work to have to manually do that all the time. So just set in those templates from the jump, and whenever you're in a mood to day trade or scalp or swing trade, long-term invest, you can just quickly click it, and then it will pop up, and then it'll pop up with the right time frame, the symbol that you're on before. If that's not the same crypto that you want to do an analysis on, you can always just change it up here and just stay on the same time frame, and then you're good to go. So that's it as far as, oh wait, there's one more thing. So you can pull up, so here's all the indicators that are in it, and then we have this show table here. So this table will kind of show you kind of the 7 different time frames and what signals have previously flashed. So I'll pop up here in a second, and we'll see that, all right, so the high time frame 1, that's my 10-day, I believe. Let me double check. So I'm on day trade. So let me change this to long term, and I'll go to a 10-day. So now we're going to see that the high time frame 1 is 1 week chart. The high time frame 2 is 5-day chart. High time frame 3, 4-day. Current time frame is 10-day. Low time frame is 3-day. Low time frame 2 is 2-day. Low time frame 3 is 1 day. And you can see that for long and short, but basically the 1 week has a prepare to buy soon with the green here. It hasn't flashed to buy now yet. You can see because it's only green. The 5-day flashed to buy now. 4-day flashed to buy now. The 10-day hasn't flashed to buy now yet. And you can see that it's depicted right there. The 3-day, 2-day, and 1 day have flashed to buy now. So with that being said, these are still high time frames: 5-day, 4-day, 3-day, 2-day, 1 day, all having buy nows the past like 30 days. Plus the 10-day has a prepare to buy soon, and the weekly has a prepare to buy soon. We've easily bottomed. So I like having this table up sometimes too, if I just wanted to quickly just kind of see what's going on with those other time frames as far as what the indicator is saying and what it's flashed previously, most recently, without having to flip through the different time frames and stuff like that. So we're going to be adding a lot more revisions to this one, tailoring it, making it that much better, adding a few more key things that I feel like will make it 10 times better as well too. And I have the guy currently working on turning it into a strategy just like Magnum Opus, where we're going to be able to pull it up and see what the proof is telling us. So that's it for the 7G Star G8 strategy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.